sights and sounds of a country changed.
57 years later, it didn't look anything like what I remembered.
But the experiences of veterans who once fought here.
I was in the U.S. Army, and I was stationed with the 173rd Airborne Brigade.
As real as they were nearly 6 decades ago.
When you're engaged in combat in those areas, you don't have a lot of time to be emotional or think about the things that happened to you.
Retired Army Sergeant First Class James Dan Bunch was a part of a well-known group of paratroopers.
I wanted to be maybe more than just a regular soldier.
Known as Sky Soldiers in the Vietnam War. Now, after recently returning from a trip to Vietnam with College of the Ozarks, he's remembering the same place in a completely different way.
Dan, I really hope that you get to have two different stories when people ask about your time when you went to Vietnam.
Dan, along with other Vietnam veterans, were paired with students as they journeyed through the country, visiting the exact places where they courageously fought years ago.
It was really cool getting to walk within the country as the same age as what they were then, and seeing the raw emotion that they were either refeeling or new emotion that they didn't get to feel when they were there.
It is a ministry for these veterans going back and trying to help them find closure along the trip.
Sure, the trip is for the veterans, but just as much it's for the students.
Seeing the students really become aware of what service and sacrifice means through the stories of their veterans.
Stories, lessons from those who lived them firsthand that these young patriots will carry with them forever.
I'm still in the National Guard, and I want to follow a career in the service. And so being able to see, everything that our veterans did for our country in person was a huge boost of morale. I know not just for me, but for the other students. And it gave me another sense of pride in my own country.
For some of the students, this trip was personal.
My grandpa, my papa, he passed away due to his exposure of Agent Orange. He was a Vietnam veteran.
Elena Royal was able to return to the airbase where her grandfather served, honoring him in a special way.
I left a little guitar pick of his in this old bunker outside of the base that was there from the war. And I got to leave it there in honor of his memory on December 18th, 2025, so the year anniversary of his death.
And for retired Master Sergeant Ed Wilson, it was extra special too.
The fact that we got to go into Hanoi was a pretty big deal because we used to shoot missiles into Hanoi, so I'd never seen it from that level before.
He got to attend the trip with his own granddaughter.
Because it was a great experience, one that would have never gotten my bucket list had it not been for C of O.
But no matter the student, veteran, or staff, the Patriotic Travel Education program is never about just a trip.
It really hits home for all of them, and they really do form a bond that is pretty incredible to watch.
It's about changing perspectives, building relationships, and instilling a love of country that will last a lifetime.
I would encourage everyone that if they know a Vietnam veteran, to go and speak to them. If they don't, to find one, to hear their story and learn more about them and grow closer to them. Because every single veteran on the trip was such an amazing person, both during the war and after.
For KY3's The Place at College of the Ozarks, I'm Kadee Brousseau.